It's NJC on your TV, here to tell the world it's not just country. Live and direct from Music City, leave your mark on the world by making history. Hottest of the hot, this is your shot to blast off your career to the #1 spot. We just want to make sure the whole world can watch and be the helping hand to push you over the top. Country, blues, jazz, and hip hop, and we film it all down at the Hard Rock, asking the artists about their hard knocks and what motivates them to never ever stop. And it's gonna be hard, so make sure you tune in and make sure that you watch, cause it's not just country. That's what they yelling when they ask.
Welcome to the all-new Not Just Country. Each week, Not Just Country will spotlight 2 of Nashville's best music artists and bands from all genres of music. That's not just country. Let's get right to it. There's lots to see and hear on today's show.
Nashville, not just country.
Our first artist, Marcus Finnie, began playing drums in church, accompanying his mother on the organ. This Memphis native moved to Nashville to study both classical and jazz music, majoring in the recording industry at Middle Tennessee State University. Since then, Marcus has toured with Lady Antebellum, Larry Carlton, and Donna Summer, and recorded with award-winning artists like Smokey Norfolk and Kirk Whalum. It was Kirk Whalum who said it best: Marcus Finnie is on point. A groovologist with a platinum card. Check him out.
not just country.
It's not just country. You can find us at NJC-TV.com.
Recite some spoken words, you want to rap, whatever. If you feel like doing anything, just come up here, express yourself however you want to. Shut up and sing.
Welcome back to Not Just Country. I'm your host, Kai Hill, sitting here with Marcus Finnie. How you doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Thank you.
I'm so glad to have you on our show. We're gonna have a great time tonight. I want to tell our viewers about a couple of things that you've been doing, you know, some highlights in your career so they can get more familiar with you.
Right, dig it. Well, some of the highlights in my career have been mainly playing with a lot of different artists, a lot of different jazz artists and pop artists like Donna Summer, Kirk Whalum, Larry Carlton. Recently, the biggest highlight is recording my first record, and getting to have artists like Kirk Whalum on there and Mark Douthat.
From scratching their backs before.
Yeah, and you know, they took care of me and played some awesome stuff on the record. It's a great record. The music is really cool, and people have been really digging it. So.
What's the name of the album?
Boundless.
Oh.
Yeah, Boundless.
And why that?
Boundless, well, because it gives you the sense that you don't have to be restricted, and the record has both fusion and smooth jazz. I just try to call it all contemporary jazz, because it doesn't stay within the realms that a lot of music is in right now. It just kind of just pushes it and goes for things that a lot of records aren't going for. Records that we used to love to listen to back in the day, from the 70s and the 80s of contemporary jazz. And because the record is written by a drummer and the artist is a drummer, there aren't that many records like that. So as a drummer, I obviously was not going to program and sequence a lot of drum stuff. I wanted to play drums and make it have that appeal where we're all playing collectively. We're not just, you know, punching in stuff here, punching in stuff there. We want to play the same, because there's a vibe that's created that's missing in a lot of music now, you know.
So why Nashville?
Nashville, I moved here to go to MTSU. Okay. And I started off studying percussion under Lalo Davila and Andy Smith, and jazz band under Dana Landry, and I decided to stay, and I switched my major from music to recording industry, so I got my degree in that. And I just decided to stay here because I'd made so many connections, and it's a great city. And I toyed with going out to LA, but Nashville, I feel like if you can plant some roots here early in the stage, there's a shift in the regime that's happening in Nashville, and which shows like this, not just country, really help in that push and establishing that shift in music, because it's Music City. So let's literally make it Music City. It's not just country. Not that there's anything against country.
Exactly.
But there's a lot that Nashville has to offer that we haven't really chimed in on, and shows like this and other artists that you've interviewed are doing that exact thing.
All right, I'm so glad you came, man. Could you tell them how to find you, what information, where they can find your album?
My record is on cdbaby.com. It's on iTunes. It's Marcus Finnie, Finnie, and it should be hopefully in stores pretty soon. But right now you can download from iTunes and also order copies, hard copies, at cdbaby.com.
All right, and your website?
www.marcusfinnie.com.
Nashville, not just country.
Stay tuned to Not Just Country. We'll be right back.
Hey everybody, my name is Chris Blair, owner of the Listening Room Cafe here in Nashville, Tennessee. We have become known as the best music venue in town with the best sounding room, and I'm so proud of that. But what you don't know, our lunch menu is diverse with daily specials Monday through Friday, where we feature locally grown produce and freshly baked breads. And don't forget about our $5 lunch special. I'm really proud of where we've come in the past 3 years, and I pledge to keep providing you with the best music in town. So come on down and see us real soon.
Our next artist, Flavio Martinez y sus Complices, or in English, Flavio and his Accomplices. Although residing in Nashville, started his band in Chicago, Illinois in 2007. It was not easy, as Flavio had to travel each weekend from Nashville to Chicago to accomplish his music goals. Check him out.
No he podido olvidarte, no he podido sacarte del fondo de mi corazón. Sin ti, mi vida es sin sentido, no lleva ningún rumbo, no sé dónde terminará. Siento que mi vida se acaba, que todo se termina. Si no estás conmigo, todo se va desvaneciendo. No sé si pueda aguantar. Tú eres todo para mí, eres la luz con que alumbras mi camino. Por donde quiera que voy, porque contigo las estrellas son más fácil de alcanzar y hasta la luna puedo alcanzar para ti. Y así se baila, compadre. No he podido olvidarte, no he podido sacarte del fondo de mi corazón. Sin ti, la vida es sin sentido, no lleva ningún rumbo, no sé dónde terminará. Mi vida se acaba, que todo se termina. Si no estás conmigo, todo se va desvaneciendo. No sé Chiquitita. Gracias.
Nashville, not just country.
Hi, I'm Doyle Davis with Grimey's new and pre-loved music, and you're watching Not Just Country TV.
What up, it's your boy 5'3", 1/3 of the supergroup Black Catfish. Shout out to Slim Chan, shout out to 7 Bricks. Now I want y'all to be on the lookout for this new single dropping August 18th. It's called Wonderful. Wouldn't that be wonderful? But until then, I want y'all to munch on this everywhere I go. It's in the streets right now. Go and get your plate of it. It's good food. It's all prepping everybody for the amazing album coming in December. You put the ocean, baby. It's 5'3" signing out. Black Catfish.
I was injured in a horrible car accident. I couldn't do the same thing that I used to do. From depression and loss of work and worried about how I was going to take care of my son to now working at this great place changed my life and his life. Goodwill has helped me do that.
Give it to Goodwill, and your donation gives Tanya and others the chance to earn a living and make a life for their families.
Give a bat and ball, and you give us confidence.
Terminaste con mi felicidad, que mala terminaste con mi vida. Amor que ni en mis sueños me pude imaginar, jamás que me causara gran herida.
Not just country, we're sitting here with Flavio, Usa's Complices. How are you guys?
Very good, very
good.
We're very happy to be back in Nashville and here with your show. I really appreciate the invitation.
Very welcome. Now you say you're happy to be back in Nashville.
Yes, back in Nashville.
So why back? Where have you been?
Well, we've been traveling. We were in Kansas and Georgia, and now after we perform here, we're gonna be in Texas. We're so excited.
All right.
Yes.
Where are you originally from?
Well, we are from Mexico.
Okay. Now, what is the inspiration behind the music? Is it over a girl?
Well, sometimes, yeah, sometimes. But let's not talk about girls because I get in trouble.
Okay. We ain't trying to
Nah,
get
don't
you
worry
in
about it.
trouble.
We can talk about girls. I'm just kidding.
Now, how long have you been in Nashville?
Myself, over 5 years, maybe. 5 years, and music brought me over here.
And the rest of the guys?
Yeah, around that too, like 5 years, around
Okay.
that.
Okay. Everybody?
Nah, me probably around 3 years. 3 years, yes. I used to live in Michigan before and used to play there in a band too. And what brought me here was me and my brother, he plays the accordion, and we started a band here. But then we got to meet him. And,
So y'all were in a band together at first?
Yes.
Now, did the band come from Michigan, or did y'all start it here?
We got together here in Nashville.
Okay.
Yes.
And how did you meet this guy?
In a concert, right?
Okay.
Yes, I was with I had other musicians, but they left me, you know, and I was struggling. I had a place that we had to perform, and I didn't have any musicians. I talked to them, and we prepared everything in 4 days, 3 days, 3.5. And it went awesome.
Since you've been here 5 years, what do you find is hard about doing y'all music here in Nashville?
You have to work hard to make a good production, you know, and people's gotta like it. Yeah, if they don't like it, you won't sell it. But we, like I said at the beginning, we're doing pretty good. We selling, and that's a good thing, you know.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, first of all, tell them how they can find the band. You know, MySpace, Facebook.
Yes,
whatever.
we have our own webpage. It's www.flavioscomplices.com and MySpace/Flavios Facebook, same thing, Flavios Complices.
Thank y'all for being on Not Just Country. We're gonna take a break and come right back to the show, and y'all can see them perform. So you know how we do. Don't go nowhere.
De mi alma, que emana pero espero, dejas la razón y puedo ser feliz a donde vayas, a donde vas. Gracias.
Nashville, not just country.
If you like what you've heard and want more, visit NJC-TV.com.
Introducing Guitar Apprentice. This ain't no video game.
What in the did you just put into the clam chowder?
Tomato.
Have you had your laugh today? Check out www.cs4d.com.
Safe word.
With Tim Todd, Emily Steele,
Trigger punk, trigger.
Ender Bowen. Go to www.cs4d.com and blow.
Derrek Phillips is a drummer who's making big noise with his new solo project, Derrek Phillips Manufactory. The name is simply the merging of manufacture and factory. Derrek is in great demand, consistently touring and recording with artists like Vanessa Williams, Michael McDonald, Tommy Sims, and Johnny Lang. Trust me, that's just to name a few. Check him out.
Here we are, Not Just Country. I'm your host, Kahil. I'm sitting here with Derrek Phillips. How's it going, Derrek?
Doing very well, man. How you doing?
I'm doing excellent. Thank you for asking, man.
No problem.
So what's going on with you, man?
Not much, just staying busy. You know, our band is doing real well. We released an album in November called Offering on Rope-A-Dope Records, and we've been touring around the country infrequently since November, and yeah, we're just
Offering?
enjoying the ride. Yeah, Offering.
I
Yes,
like
sir.
that.
Yes,
I
sir.
like that because you're offering. What are you offering? What is the album?
Exactly. Well, it's kind of a double meaning. It's like an offering, kind of a thank you. You know, kind of expressing my faith. Thanks to God for allowing me to do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Now offering to people who are willing to listen to the product that we present. So,
what's the inspiration on the album?
well, we draw from all over the place. I mean, the concept of the band is about bringing all different types of styles of music together and trying to find a way to express it where it doesn't sound, like we're just regurgitating what we grew up on.
Right,
So,
right.
we draw from Prince, Coldplay, U2, Square Pusher, DJ Shadow, The Roots.
Wow.
So we just try to bring it all together and try to present it in a way where people can check it out and hopefully find something that they like about it. So.
Now, how does the writing process go?
Well, I do most of my writing on piano.
Okay.
And I'm usually I have a melody or just like a chord progression or idea, and I work it on the piano, and then I come together with other guys in the group, and we just kind of hammer out an arrangement, and that's usually how it comes out.
So how do you stay creative? What makes you motivated?
Well, I mean, I draw inspiration from mainly two things from a writing perspective. Usually one from my kids, just seeing them, that's the life in them gets me excited, and usually a lot of my ideas come from them, experience they had, or even melodies they sing.
Really?
I kind of take and just work with it, or just and then making sure that to keep it fresh. And I'm always checking out different types of music. Like sometimes I'll be in my classical phase, listen to orchestral music, or listen to ragas from India, or hip hop, old school hip hop, and just make sure that I'm constantly checking out all different avenues and making sure that everything stays fresh.
Right. Yeah. So you love the drum?
Love the drums. Yep. First instrument, first love. And yeah, I've been doing this since I was playing drums since I was 6 years old.
Right.
So, I remember when I was 3 years old, I mean, my mom would be cooking in the kitchen. I was pulling out pots and pans and beating on them on the kitchen floor, beating on the walls, beating on my chest like Bobby McFerrin, and so it just never stopped.
So what is one of the best experiences you have had through music?
Well, I've done a lot of great things. I mean, everything from working with Charlie Hunter, who was a great 8-string guitarist. He was on D'Angelo's Voodoo record. I was in his band for 4 years.
Wow.
I got to record Michael McDonald and Vanessa Williams last year. So that was amazing. And just traveling all over the world. I've been to Brazil, Italy, India, Japan, Panama. It's been amazing. So I'm just enjoying the ride, man.
So now why Nashville? Are you born here?
No, I'm born and raised San Francisco, California.
Wow.
And I studied in college in New Jersey. I came here just because, I was working in New York, but as work started to kind of dwindle in New York, but then I started to get work here. I got calls from like Charlie Peacock, a phenomenal producer in town, and I started working with him, and then I already had family here, and then it just seemed like the right thing to do. I love it down here. It's a great place to raise kids. I got a wife and 4 kids, and a great music community, and I just felt embraced when I first got here. I just felt like everybody's just putting big arms around me and just saying, welcome. So
we are here at Not Just Country live. Don't y'all go nowhere.
Nashville, Not Just Country.
If you want to hear more,
go to NJC-TV.com.
Now.
What up, good people? This is MD from MD and Cobalt Blue. Hope you're having a beautiful day. I'd like to invite you to be a part of our family. You can do so by visiting our website at mdandcobaltblue.com. Listen to our music at Reverb Nation, MD, and Cobalt Blue. We would love to play at your next event. Contact us at 615-397-2706. Remember, MD and Cobalt Blue.
Nashville, Not Just Country.
Do it. Sitting right here with lovers and liars. We right here on the spot and we set it on fire. Got my man over there, he got the beatbox. He plays the guitar and the piano a lot. Got a nice band right here, it's on fire. You better ask about lovers and liars. In case you don't really want to see me, you can see Lovers and Liars on NJC-TV. Fresh.